We've been through the low pressure side, the components on the high pressure side. We've talked about the injectors themselves, all the related components that are around them. Now the magical question is, what if you did have actual and desired match all the way through? What if you don't have any fault codes? Because that is possible. What if I don't have a fault code, but the customer says it just doesn't have the power that I like to have? What if you have a fault code, but it's for the diesel particulate filter clogging up prematurely? And again, I always like to begin with those two parameters, right? Actual and desired. I'm going to map them all the way through. If they map all the way through, then I know there's another system that's creating a problem. So with this image right here, we're going back to the fundamentals, right? We already know that the fuel side's good, right? We know the high pressure pump's good. We know the rail's good. Rail pressure sensor, our injectors, we have very good confidence in this area. So what's left? Well, we briefly talked about it. What if the mass airflow sensor is dirty? What if there's a tear in this boot? What if the boot from the turbocharger to the intercooler is stuck open and I want 30 psi a boost and I can only hit 10 psi a boost or 15 psi a boost? What if this intercooler is plugged up with a bunch of dirt? What if there's something going on with the throttle, right? Hopefully you'll have a fault code for some of these items, but that doesn't always mean that it will occur. So after you've validated that the fuel side is 100% good, you have to start chasing the other items. Again, what could be going on with the EGR? Is it affecting the system? Is this clogged up, not allowing the proper amount of EGR to flow in at an idle condition? Or is it stuck open, allowing EGR to be introduced at a particular time? So when you look at this, again, common rail, European diagnostics, 2 PIDs. I showed that to you with an OBD2 generic scan tool because guess what? We even picked up some very inexpensive, couple $100 scan tools, and guess what? They had both those parameters. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to get the 2 critical PIDs. Now, diagnosing it after that takes a lot more effort to figure that out. So, validate the fuel system, make sure you have pressures all the way through. Don't forget to check the fuel quality, right? That's high on the list for most manufacturers. But if all that checks good on the fuel side, you're chasing other auxiliary components that work together with the system.